Yeah. Live and direct from the new planet Earth, where pandemics are plenty, but the girls are still pretty in fashionable dresses. You know what I'm talking about. Where ignorance is bliss, you ain't gotta give a about no code.
Tell me who unleashed our animal instinct. Why the op standing there tickle pink? Have a drink, no more liquor. Got a poison. One thicker, one gangster, one hole in the desert for the snitch. What happened to the cold?
What's up, and welcome back to the Franchise Podcast. As you see, things are a little bit different around here. We got a 2-hour special prepared for you guys with exclusive guests to follow. This is Joe Arrigo, TQ. I'm your host, tonight, Sean Zaragoza. What's up, y'all?
Man, it's a good one, man. PT, Sierra Gold, 215 Jones by the crib.
Oh, man, happy hour.
5 to 7, bro.
Drink specials.
Half off all night.
Our type of spot.
Man, food's good. I'm
on,
telling
man.
you, this is the spot. 5 to 7, and then also from midnight to 2 a.m. You can get your drinks. Sierra Gold, any PTs for that matter, but
Look,
Sierra
all
Gold's the
PTs,
hub.
yeah, PT's Taverns, man. Y'all know what it is. This is Las Vegas. This is the locals hangout. It's the best spot to come and have a drink. Got some great food. The best bartender staff in the city is right here at this location, Sierra Gold. And anytime it's a home game, whether it's the Lakers,
Yeah.
whether
Rebels,
it's the Raiders,
the
the
Raiders.
Rebels, the Aces, all the Las Vegas sports, man, this is the place to come check it out. UFC night is a movie in this joint, so make sure y'all come in and check it out.
UFC night, it may not be at Sierra Gold, but other PT locations, they have UFC watch parties.
Right.
And guess what, folks? They don't charge to get in. So you could go check it out, spend all your money on drinks and food, and Uber, you're good to go.
Yes, indeed.
All right, guys, stay tuned because we have a friend of the franchise coming up next talking all things high school football and boxing. Welcome back into the Franchise Podcast with a live taping from Sierra Gold. We got Ant-Man in the building, and it's not the Ant-Man that you think about, it's the Ant-Man with 2 T's. Welcome to the Franchise Podcast. How we doing?
Man, and y'all look really official around here. Last time I was on, you guys upgraded. Get money. Who get money?
We feeling official.
You're the Porterway podcast. You are, bro. What are you talking about?
A new host. Look at this, got a chain.
Come on, man, we trying to do
Y'all
something.
got a chain? What's going on, man?
We came from the house, now we in the streets. We ready, we outside, let's go. All right, we about to just get right into it. We just witnessed one of the most brutal knockouts, arguably in one of the most anticipated fights of the year. Gervonta Davis defends his WBA lightweight title against Frank Martin. What was your initial reactions? Because I was going crazy.
So from when it went ding, I knew in due time.
Right.
I'm friends with Frank Martin, and, I just hope for a great performance, but at the end of the day, Tank is Tank, and he's special. He has the equalizer, which is the one-hitter quitter. And we also seen a little boxer from Tank, but during that moment when I seen him get knocked out, I just knew, get off the ropes. And then, oh my God, it was amazing. The punch, he was already out before the last punch, and it's just Tank Davis has, Sean said on the show, generational power. Like, we haven't seen that maybe since Tyson. It's a lot of guys that hit hard, but this guy is special.
So full disclosure, I'm at his house watching the fight with him. So I know the reaction, because first of all, you made the wrong bet.
Yeah,
you made the wrong bet.
What was your bet?
I took Frank. I took the odds because, put a couple dollars on there. You can win you back a couple thousand. But, I took the chance, but I knew at the end of the day how it was going to go.
The next time you want to throw some money away,
you
can just send something.
Shout out to you. Somebody else said the same thing to me.
Man.
Yeah, somebody else said the same thing.
So as it happens, he gets hit with the uppercut and goes, he's done. And then he hits he's out. And then the house erupted. It was great. But, man, look, the question we had that night, I think it's still going to be the question going forward, is what's next for Tank?
I don't know. That's the real – they said Lomachenko's next. He's too light in the butt. I don't know if y'all can cuss on here. So
yeah, you can say whatever you want.
I'm going to say light in the butt. Technician, great, Squeeze probably know, about 5 years ago maybe. Now, nah. This man, he's peaked right now, and he has the power. So – boxing-wise, Lomachenko probably can get him with boxing, but once Tank want to take him out, he's going to take him out. Man, it's tough. Shakira, a lot of people think that fight's going to be boring, so Nobody wants to see it.
Not right away. It's got to be some time.
Yeah, it has to be built up.
And plus, the first part of their fights is exactly the same. They spend so much time figuring out their opponent before they even, you know what I'm saying? So
what's going to happen?
they're going to be looking at each other.
Yeah. A lot of people, only reason why I want to see Shakira fight is because I was in Houston one time and I seen Shakira and Terrence Crawford spar. It went 10 rounds. He didn't fight like he usually fights.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, so why do you give us this? But he's like, well, I never had to dog it out. I'm like, okay, so, I mean, at the end of the day, out of the 10 rounds, he won 3.
Right.
I mean, Terrence did what Terrence
that's
did.
saying a lot. Though.
Yeah.
Bud's the best on earth, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
It's just, who would y'all like to see him fight next?
in a way.
Okay.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That's about the best one that I can see. That's the only one I can see
Yeah.
that's even competitive. Because it's not just Tank's power. He's a boxing savant.
Yeah.
He's going to sit there and watch your weaknesses and attack them. And he don't care if it takes him 6 or 7 rounds to figure you out. He'll just sit there and just let you tee off and watch what you do badly and just expose you just like it was nothing. He does it all the time.
Yeah, I've seen Tank spar people too, and it ended badly. Tank is something special, man. It's like we really trying to figure out who he can beat. Like, I think last person we was at was probably with Floyd. Like, who can beat Floyd?
Yeah.
Do you think Floyd's hating on him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he turned into an old hater. It's crazy because you seeing somebody that's coming and threatening your legacy, and he don't want that. He don't want. You see how he acted when Devin Haney lost. He loved, but he's seeing somebody coming really a threat, and he's an entertainer, and he's actually he's selling out just like he did. He's doing everything Floyd used to do. So it's like that's really a threat. And
Why is that a threat? The man
because
is 50
Floyd,
and 0,
it's Floyd
man.
Mayweather, man.
And not only that, they had a relationship before all of this happened. Like,
but you remember when he used to do interviews, Tank would just sit back and wouldn't say nothing. Floyd's talking the whole time. But now Tank has coming out of his shell. He's a superstar. He's an entertainer. And Floyd feels threatened. But it's like, how you say, it's like, we used to work together. Why can't you just push the young man? But, we all know an old hater. And that's just what he is right now.
Look, I want to ask the biggest question in boxing.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't believe this. This man been saying it for the longest.
Okay.
Is Canelo running from Benavidez?
100%.
Come on, man, you can't just say it like that.
100%.
100%.
100%.
You asked him. Let's
but
go.
at the same time, Canelo is Canelo with or without Dave Benavidez. Credit is due.
Agreed.
He's hit him with or without. I was telling somebody, if we don't get the fight down the road, I'm okay with Jaime Munguia versus Dave Benavidez. But would I love the Canelo fight? Hell yeah. But at the end of the day, why are you fighting other people for 10 to 50 million? You want 200 million just to get that fight. It's like 200 million take a L. Yeah. And at the end of the day, Canelo could still stop Dave Benavidez.
I agree.
Body shots, body work.
I agree.
The technician, he could still stop Dave Benavidez. I ain't say win. I said stop.
I agree. That's why I'm trying to figure out what is this running thing about.
I wish
But
he'd
it
fight
just
me
seems
proven.
like
Yeah. All his actions is running. Yeah.
I think with Benavidez, what I would like to see out of him is I want to see him tighten his body up. His body looks, I know he lost a gang away from when he started boxing, but he still looks a little flabby. And I think not jump at light heavyweight, he doesn't have the punching power he once had at the other division. So I want to see him get a little stronger and tighten up his body, maybe reshape his body a little bit. If he does that, there's endless talent with Benavidez.
He's still a baby, 26 years old, so it's just like, man, he still got a long ways to go. But yeah, if he get, because at the end of the day, he only got one punch knockout power. He breaks you down. Earl Spence type. Right.
Yeah.
But with Canelo, he can hit you with one and that could
Drop
be
you.
night-night. And we've seen David on the ground before.
yes, we have.
Yeah, he got out with a flash knockdown, but he was on the ground before. So the chin is sensitive.
What do you make of Ryan Garcia and your favorite person, Caleb Plant?
Shout out to Caleb. I'm not the biggest Caleb Plant fan, but I have to respect him. You disrespect my lady, I'm coming to see you.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can talk about me all day. You disrespect my friends, my family, my lady. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna see you. You can't talk about nobody's lady.
Right,
man.
real talk.
So yeah, and, looked like his security did their job and got on Caleb, but yeah, he let him know like every time I see you, we're gonna have a problem. But yeah, no. Yeah, shout out to Ryan. He calling out everybody.
He is.
Ryan
He
is
is.
calling out Joe,
Bro,
TQ.
Ryan don't care, bro.
Yeah, Ryan is. Yeah.
I ain't mad at Ryan.
I ain't mad at him either.
Do you?
I'm not either. And I originally liked Ryan, but it's just too much. Like, it's too much for me. Like, it's overwhelming. Like, sometimes you got to learn to stay in your place because he's stepping on toes, which by all means you do it. But I don't know. He just be saying the craziest stuff on social media. Like, I had to unfollow him. I'm sorry.
He said he was going to knock Devin Haney's block off, and he did it. So, what you going to say until somebody knock his off? Yeah. And Tank ain't going to fight him no more. That ain't.
What was the reaction after that fight? You know, the Ryan Garcia Tank conversation. Celebrated his after game.
Oh, you mean like when they fought each other? Oh,
Ryan Garcia, he came up to the ring.
It was like
after the fight.
When you get the fight, probably not.
Like, you're trying to be my friend now.
Yeah. It was, I don't know. I think they were cool because, after he beat him last time and the post-fight press conference, his whole team left him. The only one that was cool with him was Tank, which Tank full of some fake stuff and gave him the wrong number, but it is what it is. But, I don't know. Their relationship is weird. It's boxing at the end of the day. I think you respect people for getting in the ring. I'll be up for the rematch with no weight clause, but...
You think that would happen? For what? Why Tank need to do that?
You don't think that clause made an impactful difference?
Probably, it did, definitely. But he just did the same thing to Devin Haney.
He's the A side. Yeah, he's the A side. I think if there's anybody, I want to see him fight against Pitbull, just to prove to people that you can knock him out. Because people really think, I'm like, come on, his hand was hurt. So...
I want to take a step back now, okay? We're going to take not a break from boxing, but you have a podcast with Sean Porter called the Porterweight Pod. I want to hear a little bit more about that because I know that he's holding a sparring session in August. So I want you to touch base on that as well and where they can find that.
Okay, so Sean has the Give an Hour charity give back, and it's $50 can enter you in a chance to spar Sean Porter 1 round. 3 minutes.
What? Yep. Yeah. August 10th.
People signing up. People DMing me how I get in. I'm like, you crazy.
But wait, you have $1,000 bet on this?
Yeah, if somebody knocks him out, I'll give him $1,000.
Okay.
And matter of fact, they ain't got to knock him out. They got to drop him. Yeah, if they drop him, I'll give him $1,000.
If somebody going to put Sean on his butt.
I'll give him $1,000.
Man, I ain't about that. All right, we need to link up after that so we can spend that $1,000 at the bar.
But TQ, are you going to get in the ring?
Yeah, I wouldn't get in the ring with Sean Porter to save my life. Because he going to have it in his pocket. He's not going to give it to nobody.
No, we got a welterweight.
Nope.
They the same size.
Yeah, we the same size. We the same size, but nope. Hey, Mama didn't raise no food.
All you got to do is watch. Look, I'll tell you how to beat Sean. Watch Terrence Tate, watch Earl, Kell Brook.
Yeah, it sound good. Watch them.
Watch him. Yeah, watch him.
Right, watch him.
Yeah, come on. You.
No, that's cool, man. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's called Give an Hour. But a shout out to Sean. He also go up to Game Changers 3 times a week and train local kids.
Oh, okay.
And he's actually 2 weeks ago sparred like 5-6 kids. And
really?
Yeah, it was hurting the next day. I said, man, kids different. So shout out giving back to the city, man.
Man, last question, brother. Like everybody, if you don't know, Ant and I do the FSM Prep Rally every Friday night after high school football games. Yeah. Last year we celebrated a national championship with Gorman. What are you looking forward to? Let everybody else know because our conversations stay with what they are. But what are you looking forward to for this high school football season coming up?
Actually, you know what I'm looking forward to the most is Auburn View head coach. Is it Marlon?
Marlon.
He's bringing an air raid to Auburn View, and Auburn View is loaded with talent.
Really?
So, I've heard people tell me they got the best quarterback, best wide receiver. So, I want to see you prove it. If you're real as you say you are, I want to see it. Obviously, we want to see Bishop Gorman repeat. I think at the end of the day, Gorman won and national championship, but at the end of the day, Gorman's like, we didn't do nothing because we didn't beat Mater Dei. Yeah. And that is on those guys' schedule is to beat Mater Dei. It's like 0-3 versus them. Yeah. Obviously want to see that. I love how we go to other states and beat them. Like, they're going to Florida. I'm like, I'm going to be there for that. I'm going.
You going?
I'm pulling up just
But don't ask him to shoot because he already told somebody he's not going to shoot for them. So, I mean.
Joe coming with me.
Man, shoot, I would.
Yeah, but, this season, excited. It's always nice to be able to do stuff, give back to the kids, man. Like Joe knows, we do stuff, try to stay out the limelight. Some people want to be all in the videos with the chains and stuff. But, we try to do stuff for the kids.
Oh, now you throwing shots at him.
I'm just saying. It's about
Here
the
go
kids.
Ant. Here go Ant.
Here we go. Hey, I love it.
It's about the kids. It ain't about
Real
you,
talk.
man. If you want to do something for kids, do it out of genuine out of your heart. Don't do it out of what you gonna do, what I'm gonna get out of it. If you want to help out somebody, especially kids, I hate people take advantage of kids. They innocent. What happened with their parents? All this. Don't take it out on the kids, man. Don't take advantage of kids.
I'm gonna
And
get
everybody knows, look, high school football, that's our heart. That's our
Yeah.
favorite beat here at the franchise, and we can't wait. It's coming.
three kids this year to keep an eye on. Non-Gourmet kids.
Okay.
One, maybe the best receiver in the state, J.J. Buchanan from Coronado.
Okay.
Two, cornerback athlete from Green Valley, Trey Glasper.
Okay.
And what I think is the best linebacker in the state, Alex Green from Palo Verde. He's a dog, bro. He's different.
And look, how many kids did we have in the draft this year? First round, was it 3? 2?
Oh, from Vegas?
Yeah.
4?
I think they had
Oh,
8
the
drafted.
first
I think
round.
there's 8 overall that got taken, but I think there was 2 or 3 in the
2 or
first
3 in the
round.
first round, yeah. So
Hey, we putting
moving on
numbers.
up, baby.
And don't forget
Put some respect on
the
this.
28th and 29th Centennial High School, the Ramadre Stevens football camp.
Yes.
NYS is putting that on, so you guys go to their website, lock in with that. It's gonna fill up fast, but that Friday night, we're gonna be there Friday night. So
Yes, sir.
make sure you guys pull up.
All right, Ant with 2 T's. This is your camera right here. Look into it. Where can we find you, socials, and your podcast?
The Portaway Podcast on all socials. Ant with 2 T's, 702 on Instagram. That all started from me trying to talk to a chick one night. I talked to my lady, but everybody was asking, how it happened? I was like, with 2 T's. My boy said, did you just say with 2 T's? I'm like, yeah, so. But, hey, man, that was back in the day. That was 10 years ago, man. Y'all chill out. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. That was 10 years ago.
You got yourself in trouble.
Hey, this is the thing. If you want to talk to a girl and you don't want to ask for a number, ask for Instagram. Isn't that better?
Oh, that's a thing.
See?
And
So
only
that's a
give them
thing.
your Instagram. That's it. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah.
Hater. See what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't realize what she did there. That was a hater move. That was a hater move.
Y'all
Yeah,
don't know how to
hey,
pull through, so
hey.
y'all gonna get the Instagram, and if you make it past that, then there can be a conversation.
See, there's levels to it.
Period.
Okay,
There's
I was about to say, I
levels.
thought you
there's
was blocking
levels.
blessings.
No, I'm just saying there's
Okay.
levels to this.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
you just don't get the phone number just to get it. Come
So
on now.
everybody see her out, ask for Instagram.
Thank you so much, Ant, for joining the Franchise Podcast.
problem.
All right, we gonna keep in touch.
All right, got you.
All right, guys, to close out this 2-hour special, we have an extra special guest prepared for you guys. We're gonna go head back to college athletics and knock on the door of UNLV football.
What's up? What's up? This is TQ with Franchise Sports Media, PT's Tavern. Coming up, UFC 303, June 29th. Come and see us. We got drink specials all night. It's the best place to watch any game, any fight. Come check us out. The franchise is here. You need to be here too.
This segment was brought to you by National College Resources Foundation, the College Expo. NCRF is a 501c3 nonprofit educational enhancement organization whose mission is to curtail the high school dropout rate and increase degree and/or certificate enrollment among underserved, underrepresented, at-risk, low-resource, homeless, and foster students. For more information, visit www.thecollegeexpo.org today.
Welcome back into the Franchise Podcast with a live taping from Sierra Gold. We want to welcome in Barry Odom, UNLV football's head coach. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Thanks
Thank you for
having me
joining
tonight.
us.
I really have looked forward to this. I'm glad we could finally make it work.
Yay! I know.
I'm excited.
I know.
I get my
this
guy here.
is he's in a dream right now because he is always talking about UNLV football, always talking about you, and just the standard that you set just as a person. So. This guy's your BFF right here. I'm gonna let Joe go ahead and ask the first question. I'm gonna let him unravel the
I'm going to
gift.
answer questions for. I'm just going to take over the time.
Do your thing.
Do
We're
it.
excited about the chance to lead this team into year number 2. I think the foundation is what our players have done up to this point, behind the scenes, and then the work that they put in every single day. Man, I'm honored to be their coach. I mean, I feel the responsibility to do things to the standard of excellence in every situation because they've trusted me, and everything that we put out in front of them, they try to go kill it. And it's been a lot of fun coaching this group.
Man, you teed me up because my first question is about that. So, coming from a small town in Oklahoma, and I know family's a big part of everything in the Midwest. The one thing I got from the players, every player I talked to last year when he came in is the family environment that you created. How is growing up in Oklahoma the way you have, and then how is that translating to you coaching in the what you do as a coach?
You know, I think the place I grew up was a great place to grow up. It was a small town. The community was so involved and supported everything with the school. You know, academically, anything extracurricular, the community was all in. And I had, from the time I could carry a football, I had really influential coaches that made a difference in my life. I had a wonderful mom and a dad, and I had 2 brothers that we were in a small town. There wasn't a lot to do. So I was trying to keep up with my older brother and his friends. He's 4 years older than me. So anytime they were at the house playing basketball, I was right in the middle of it. Anytime that, you know, it was, we transitioned from football season to basketball season, and some of the games we had in the backyard, I can't play basketball. Everybody says they're a hooper, right? Everybody does. I'm not. But I got 5 fouls, and I'm going to use every one of them. But backyard ball was where you learned your competitive spirit. And if you wanted to keep up with the older guys, you either found a way or they're going to kick you off the court. So I'm so thankful for the upbringing that I had. We based it on very strong beliefs on families stay together, you work hard together. You're not going to be given anything. There's not handouts. And I think some of those things that I learned growing up, I think it's important for me to try to pass that on to our team. We understand that we're going to get exactly what we earn and what we deserve, and our habits on the way that we work every single day, they will be exposed, good or bad, right in the moment when we need them.
So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Coach Kruger a little while ago. Coaching nowadays in college athletics is difficult. You've seen like Halfley leave Boston College to go to Green Bay. With the landscape of it, with recruiting and then re-recruiting your own guys, NIL, transfer portal, trying to recruit guys out the portal. How has it changed since you got into it, and then how do you deal with it on a regular?
You know, it's crazy. You're going to think, you probably already do, you're going to think this guy's crazy. I love it. The month of June, there's so many coaches complain about it. I love it. You get a chance to work your own team out. You know, you get 8 hours during the week, strength and conditioning, classroom work. You get to get on the field with them a little bit. You got official visits. You've got camps that you host on your own campus. June used to be a slow month. I love it. Now, the portal has been very, very kind to UNLV. We've attracted some great people, but also I think some of the fact has been lost on the high school recruiting classes that we've put together since we've been here. This year's recruiting class as a high school class coming in, the 2025 class, it'll be the best one that we put together. And then our charge as a staff is if we lose an older guy in the program for whatever reason, then it's our job to go find and upgrade that position in our program, because it's hard right now on roster management. That's maybe the biggest piece that has changed for me, because guys can leave, but so can coaches. So, I mean, I want student athletes to get a degree. I want to win a championship. And I also want them monetarily to be rewarded for what they're doing. So it's my job to create that atmosphere, to retain the guys on our roster, also make it an environment. So we're going to have draft picks this year. We're going to have a lot of them, in my opinion, if they stay healthy. And that's the goal. I want in 3.5 years for us to graduate. We had a 3.22 team GPA in the fall, a 3.20 in the spring semester. We're going to have a 100% graduation rate. So we're graduating. David Wedley is the best of the best in what he does, academic services for our guys. But then I want guys to have the dreams and aspirations to go play in the NFL. And then after 3 years, I want to sit down with them and their family, and they've got to make a decision. Are they coming back for their 4th year? Are they entering the draft? And if they do that, whatever it is, whatever it works out, then I've done my job to help prepare them for their future. And then when football is over, they've got a degree to come back on. If you go apply for a job and the requirement is you have to have a college degree, I know that I've put them in position, networking and college diploma, that at least for the next 40 years, that the connected piece that I've got relationship-wise with them, they're going to be in a good shape.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask, like you were talking about how, you know, all of the new hats that you have to wear, how you love it, right? But speak to the delegation of time. Like you're a dad.
Yep.
You're a husband. A job that's already sun up to sundown all through the night just got that much harder. Even loving it. How do you delegate the time? How do you tell the missus, look, we've been doing this way for a long time. Things have changed. Now I got to do all of this too.
You know, it's crazy. So we've been married 24 years, and she was with me, my wife Tia, when I was a high school coach, when I was a graduate assistant, when I worked the way up. She would go with me when I was a high school coach and would help me at night, in the middle of the night, move the sprinkler system to water the field. She also came in and did the laundry for our team. She's been in the. She's earned her stripes.
Right.
So she told me 2 years ago when some of this was coming down the, like NIL transfer, some of the stuff, and I was angry at the world about it. I was like, man, this is not traditional. It's not right. And she said, if you don't change your mindset, you're going to get left behind. And I'm like, you know what? That's exactly right. So you got to adjust and adapt. And if you don't, good luck. So I think I'm at peace. I've had more fun coaching in the last 18 months than I have in a long time. Number one, if you don't have the right spouse, it'll never work.
Facts.
So she is a grand slam home run every day.
Nice work, Coach.
And makes it work family-wise. We've got a son that's a sophomore, JT, that's a walk-on in our program. We've got a son, Garrett, that is going to be a senior in high school, committed to the Rebels. And then we've got a daughter that runs the show that is a rising fourth grader that's got more skills in dance than anybody should. I have no dance moves. She's got them all. So there's a great balance. We've got college, high school, elementary school, and things just what we understand that, I hate the slogans that people put up in, culture and family and all that stuff, because if you have to promote it, you're probably really not it. But for us, it's always been an opportunity for Tia and myself. She and myself, we've got 112 sons in that locker room. And there's going to be days that they need a hug and days that they need to be kicked in the rear end. But it's about love and mentorship and relationship and really building and giving them the things they need to be successful. And if our family does that, then we know that we're going to leave the place and we're going to continue to build the place to a championship level.
I like that you talk about your sons in the locker room, right? Because the Rebels now set a standard of what UNLV football looks like. A lot of people notice the wins and the losses, typically, right? An outsider perspective. But what a lot of people don't see is what takes place in the locker room or the work that's done in the dark. How challenging was it for you to come to UNLV, not only change the culture, but just build that bond with the gentlemen?
Yeah, I think, number one, I asked the players, the first team meeting I had, I just asked them to give me a chance. And I didn't want to be judged, good or bad, anything that had happened in the history of UNLV football before we started. And then I said, okay, let's draw a line in the sand. Okay, now put all that away, good and bad, put it away. I want to be judged and our program judged on what we do from this day going forward. And if you will follow this plan and really dive in with both feet, if you'll really, really follow it, it'll be the most rewarding experience you've ever had athletically. And I believe that. I believe, not in an arrogant way, but I believe it in a very confident way, that the structure on what we have, from how we recruit, to the relationship-driven business that we're in, to our practice structure of two-spotting practice, to getting everybody on the field and the program reps, I believe that we're do things a little bit different, and different is good in this case, and our guys have embraced that in the way that now the players are, they're running it, and if things aren't right, they're getting it fixed, and man, what a great sight that is. And we've got a long ways to go. We have got my ultimate goal is to get UNLV football in the 12-team playoff, and we weren't that far off last year if there would have been 12 teams. Now, we got to get back to the championship game and we got to win it. And I understand, we're all judged in this business. It's a results-based business. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Effort doesn't matter. You got to win. And if we win in every other area and continue to do and our habits align, we're going to win a championship.
Now, speaking of winning, now, I'm a cameraman. I'm able to go from this side of the field to the other side of the field. The go-go offense had a lot of people. It was mass confusion out there on defense with some of your opponents.
Yep.
Now they got it on tape. How do you adjust?
So I only call, I call very few offensive plays last year. Only touchdowns is what I call. I do think, so I've known Coach Marion for a long time. And we connected years ago at a clinic, a convention. And I said, man, this stuff is really hard to defend. I think he was at Howard at the time. Yeah. But every year there's been evolution in what we do offensively, what he has done. And watching what we've done this summer, I was joking with him today. I said, I don't know if we got enough stuff in right now. And he said this as stoic as he could be. He said, yeah, we still got about 100 more plays to put in before August 1st.
Oh, damn.
And, I mean, the ways and some things, number one, the principles of being able to run the ball. If you can control the line of scrimmage, you got a chance. I think now this year, and we've got, again, a long ways to go, but I think we're going to have a vertical passing game that we had one last year with Ricky. I think we've got multiple now that can stretch the field in a lot of different ways, and sure excited about it. I think Brennan has got a chance, to do some things historically offensively because we've got a really good staff on that side. We've got some talent at skill positions. We returned 4 of our 5 offensive linemen up front, which is so important.
Very important.
And those guys understand that we're going to, every week, we're going to find a way to showcase somebody with the ball and get the ball in space, let them go to work. I'm so, not a question, but our coordinators with Coach Marion, Coach Shear on defense, and then Coach Shebist, it bleeds down then to the assistant coaches. I'm really fortunate because, man, we've got an unbelievable staff that they relate, they're able to motivate, and then, really at the end of the day, you better be a great teacher. I mean, it really doesn't matter what I know. If I can't get that taught, if a position coach can't get it taught, then we're not doing our job. So I'm super excited about our coaching staff and what they've been able to do up to this point and where we're going from here.
One of the things that you're known for, people may not realize, is you give a lot of young coaches opportunities. You did it with Josh Heupel at Missouri. Obviously, Brennan comes over now from Texas as an OC at a Division I level. Coach Shear, who you've had at Mizzou and went with you to Arkansas. What's it like to be able to watch your young coaches grow and become head coaches and be potential fits to be head coaches down the road?
So I want, luckily you mentioned Josh Heupel. He was our offensive coordinator at Missouri, head coach at Tennessee. Ryan Walters was my defensive coordinator. He's a head coach at Purdue now. So I think as I've gotten older in the business, not that I'm old, but
we're the same age.
You look at it, I feel a deep responsibility to put coaches that are on my staff in position, coordinators to be head coaches, position coaches to be coordinators. I mean, I feel that responsibility to try to help them do that. Some guys don't want to do it. They're good at what they do, but maybe not want to be a head coach or a coordinator, and that's fine. But also from a training, broad scope, really way to approach it, I feel the responsibility to help those guys continue to elevate. I don't want to lose any of them because I think we got one of the best coaching staffs in college football right now. I don't want to lose them, but also on the other side, it's my job to help them, prepare them to go sit in that chair. And if guys want to go do it, I want to try to help them get there. I think we've got 2 coordinators right now, offense and defense, that both will be head coaches. Coach Shebist is got a lot more experience than some of the guys on the staff. He won 2 national championships at Butler Community College. Not many people say. So the experience factor that we've got a good balance of younger guys and guys with experience that makes it a really good blend. But I do, years ago, early in coaching, you learn every year from your experiences, good and bad. Early on at Mizzou, when I was the head coach, if I had a guy a position coach go interview for a job, I took it personal. I was like, so angry. And I was like, no, wait a minute. I got to step back and look at this. There was one point I left Missouri as a position coach to go to Memphis to be a coordinator. That was a step I had to take career-wise to get where I am today. So who am I to hold somebody back? I'm going to try to build them up and provide them the experiences and platform to go dream and do what they want to do.
But that leads to, from the majority of your coaching career, you were in the SEC, other than the couple of years you're in Memphis.
Yep.
Coming from the SEC to UNLV, what's the perception nationally? And what was because this is a job you really have to dig in, and you have to be ballsy to take it, and we know you are, and with the job that you've done. What made you have that no fear to take this based off the perception nationally?
Yeah, I really, every place that I'd been, either Missouri, Memphis, or Arkansas, I always came to Vegas and recruited. So I knew the city a little bit from that scope, and was always able to get a guy or two along the way, or get down to the last, was in their final 5 and get them on a visit. So I'd spent enough time in the high schools here over the years recruiting, and I always thought, man, that could be a national job. I think it could be a top 20 job in college football, not in the West region or the Mountain West. I think nationally you look at the city was built on opportunity. And why not there's enough space in Vegas for there to be a damn good college football team. And I wasn't searching for, ego-wise, any of that. I didn't need to be a head coach again, but I knew if the right one came along with the right pieces in place, I wanted to go attack it again. And so fortunately it worked out. And, I believe with very, very strong conviction a lot more now about what we can be on a national stage than maybe I did when I took the job.
As we're on the sideline, like I said, we got cameras, we right there, we ears to everything. I think the team believes it too. We saw more belief in the team, like a switch just happened this season, different from the 5 years prior to that. So we definitely thank you for everything that you brought to the program. We seeing big things. This guy's been waving the flag for he's constantly nonstop.
Even when things were bad, he was always waving the flag.
So, Barry, true story. Last year he didn't come to a practice, right? And he was like, Joe,
Boycotting.
What's the team like? What's the team? I said, man, they're a ball team. Here you go with that again. Here you go with that again. And then halfway through, he goes, damn, you were right.
Man, that offense, man. I'm normally after a couple of plays, I can figure out where to put my lens.
Yep.
Boy, that offense had me confused to the damn near the end of the season.
That's good.
And the other side of the field, Oh my God, mayhem.
The early stages of it started with really hope, vision, and belief. And then we had some early success. And then guys started, diving in like, okay, this stuff works. The preparation works. The training habits works. And really, we had some talent on the roster that we just had to showcase that. And then now we've added some pieces, and, it's not going to – we got work to do, and we need to be really good really early. And our guys understand that. It's happening quick.
He's going to get excited about this, and I'll say to you, I'm more excited. I know what the offense is going to do. There's a lot of pieces. I'm excited about the defense. This defense got a chance to be real special.
Cannot wait.
We've added some really good pieces.
Yes, you have.
We're excited about what we've done. And then you look, there's a couple, I'm not going to single out guys, but guys that were in the program last year and the work they've done now in the offseason and now in the summer ball, physically, and the numbers. Well, I'm always, I was trained by Gary Pinkel for a long time at Mizzou on explosive numbers. So power clean, hang clean, vertical jump. Some of those numbers right now, comparatively to what I've seen, over the last 24 years, we're sitting in a pretty good shape. And then the work that they've done in the weight room from where we started. We lift during the season. We made strength gains during the season last year. That really doesn't happen. And but it's a commitment by our players, and then the vision on the hunger on what they want to be. So we're moving in the right direction, and I wish the calendar would slow down just a little bit. This is when we're starting talking about 70-something days to kicking this thing off.
Yeah.
It's here. Yep.
Well, we see the work that you're putting in, the work that you're doing. Our very own Mia Green covers UNLV football. Joe, that's his first wife, to be honest with you. And you're going to see a lot of us, so we thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate the coverage. Thanks for everything you do for us, and much respect.
Cool.
Same to you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joe Arrigo with Franchise Sports Media. It's the Franchise Podcast, and we are at Sierra Gold off 215 in Jones, and this is the spot to be if you want to come for happy hour. 5 to 7, they have half off all of their drinks. They have special appetizers and food prices, and then from midnight to 2 is back to happy hour prices for your drinks. Come to PT's Sierra Gold off 215 in Jones, or any PT's for that matter. Experience the ambiance and enjoy yourselves, and see how the franchise did it.
Live and direct from the new planet Earth, where pandemics are plenty, but the girls are still pretty in fashionable dresses. You know what I'm talking about. Where ignorance is bliss.